Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the United States, and I'm going to try a Dutch pour today. You can probably see all the paint that's already on my canvas. I had 2 failed attempts, and I decided that while that might be interesting, I would just do a new video and hope for better success this time. It's been almost a year since I've done a Dutch pour, so I'm a little out of practice, but I think I've got it. I think I can do it. So the first thing is your paint is going to be thinner than it is for just about any other pour. It leaves a trace for maybe a second, and that's about it. So you don't want a real thick paint for a Dutch pour. You want it nice and thin. I did mix mine with both Floetrol and water. This is Rinskaduna's technique, and I think she mixes hers just with water. But you can do it however you want. So always save a little bit of white in your cup or your base color, whether it's white or black or whatever color you choose. Make sure that you don't use it all on the base coat. I do have a little more white mixed up, but it's a little thicker. And this is, I just mixed this up so it's a little bit on the chunky side. Just gonna hit it with some paint to pop some of those bubbles. I'm still seeing chunks. So I think I'm gonna try to spread it with my knife because that may help us get rid of, I don't know guys. This makes me nervous. No need to stress, but it does make me nervous when there's clumps in my paint. And now I've got blue. Oh goodness, we're just gonna go with it. There might be little traces of blue here and there. You can always cover those up with white later too, so I'm not gonna allow it to get me all stressed out. It's because my canvas is not completely clean, but I'm using the same colors. I didn't change my color scheme at all, so I think we will be okay. I really don't feel like that's enough paint on the canvas, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And it does feel a little thick to me for a Dutch pour, so we'll see. I'm going to switch out tools here. I use a blow dryer. Lots of people use different methods and different techniques, but I find a blow dryer works best for me. So I'm just gonna spread this paint around real quick. It looks pretty bumpy on the canvas, but it really does dry fine, so don't let that worry you. I'm just going to tip that this way and then tip that this way, and with my fingers, oh, there's some blue in that. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm almost out of colors, so this will be interesting. We've got a little bit of phthalo blue, and I'm just gonna do a puddle right in the middle, mouth towards the middle. I don't like things directly center of anything. That's probably more than I need, actually. You don't need much paint for a Dutch pour. This is bronze. Primary blue, Quinacridone Magenta, and then a little bit of silver to top it off. And I'm gonna put a puddle in the middle, but then I'm also gonna just spread that around so that it's over the other colors too. And we'll see if that works. Let me line my canvas back up for you guys. So one of the things with a Dutch pour, you may notice my setup's a bit different today. I'm on the floor because I know what a mess Dutch pours make, and I don't want that all over my table. So, in case you're curious. All right, we're gonna take this is why it's important to have your base color set aside. You're gonna go all the way around whatever you pour. You can do it in a puddle, you can do it in a line, whatever's easiest for you. I thought a puddle might be easier for me for my first time back to a Dutch pour. With the blow dryer, you're gonna blow that white right over the other colors. So here we go. So once you get the white blown over, it should look nearly all white. So I am going to, I have 2 different heat torches, and you know, I have to unplug my blow dryer, plug the one in, so I'm actually going to use my butane torch. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blocking. There's not much light today. We have a cloudy day. I'm just going to pop some bubbles, let that air work its way out of the paint. All right, I'm really loving this here, so hopefully that's an indication that this is going to be really gorgeous. I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm going to have to work from different angles, so you may not have the best view, but I will do my best. All right, guys, I'm going to flip this around so I can see it. I almost feel like it could be hung that way. All right, so once you've got it primary. I don't ever try to get it perfect on the first use of my blow dryer. So I'm gonna switch out to my heat tool and put some heat on this, and then we're gonna just fine tune it. So here goes the heat. Because I know there's a lot of paint right here, so I may try to blow that out a little bit more, but not yet. All right, so I really like what we have going on here, but it definitely needs some tweaking. You can use the heat tool like I just had. It blows a little bit, but not a ton. You can use a straw, which I may use at some point, but I'm gonna start just using my mouth. No extra tools. So I apologize, my head will probably be in the shot. There we go. So I find it's much easier to control how much force is used when I just use no tools. Otherwise, I may remove too much paint or move it too quickly and lose the effect that I want. So that's why I choose to not use those things. Now, this section right here needs just a very gentle touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my straw for that. And then this section here, let's try to blow that over a little bit. Look at that. That's very nice. Let's just have to get that one over the edge. That's what I wanted that to do. All right, I'm gonna try right here where it's just a little bit cloudy. I was thinking maybe there were some brighter colors under there, but maybe there's not. All right, I am loving this. So much better than my first attempt, and this would be the bottom here, so it's like a flower coming out at the top there. I don't like this little chain here. So you can just kind of stick your finger in, and it'll take off that very top layer, which is what I wanted. I just want white there. So let's see. I feel like this here needs a little bit of something. Maybe, and I apologize because I'm sure you're getting a great view of the top of my head, which is not the most thrilling thing to see, but just want to break this up a little bit. Oh, that didn't work. So just getting a little bit of white. Besides, this corner needs a little bit more white anyways, but I don't really want that to be such a harsh line there. So let's just add some white and clean that up a little. Trying to get that white to drip down the edge for me. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit it with the heat one more time, and I think we are done. This area here, that's what I wish the whole thing was, but maybe it would be boring if the whole thing was the same. I am gonna try this section here just to soften that line up just a bit. I really don't like this, so that's better. Just see if we can kind of soften this a little bit. I love the wispy, flowy areas here, and sometimes a hard line with the wispy inside it is nice, but when it's just a hard line and then white, I don't love that. So I'm gonna try this section right there. I'm gonna try to blow that. All right, I think I like that a little better, and I think I'm gonna stop. This is another one where I will go and go and go and go and then be really upset with myself because I took it too far and I ruined it. So there are still things that I think I would like to change, but you learn to live with what you get, because otherwise, well, you guys have seen how many have I scraped. So, all All right, gotta put the heat on it one more time, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to blow this out a little bit. All right. And then I'm just gonna hit that same area with the heat one more time. I'm going to try the torch just to see if it does anything different. I do feel like in the past I've gotten more cells with my Dutch pours than what this one has, although we have some really beautiful effects in a few places. So again, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to blow this down a little. I just wanted to thin out that bronze line just a bit. And then one more thing. I always say I'm done and then I do 7 more things, right? So I'm going to take my white and I'm just going to help this line be a little bit more flowing and get rid of the little edge it had gained from the other paint by it. So that's the beautiful thing. You can come in with a Dutch pour. There's so much you can still tweak, and that really makes it kind of fun. So I think we're good. What do you guys think? I would still love to hear your thoughts, but I can't really hear them, but I'll read them. If you leave me a comment, I would love that. I will take you guys down for a close-up. I want to say a quick thank you to all of my subscribers. I so appreciate you guys. It means the world to me that there are people out there who find my art interesting and they want to watch my videos, and it really makes my day to know that you guys value that. So thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you'd hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It supports my art, lets me know that you like what I'm doing, and encourages me to keep making more videos. So I'm covering up little bits on the edges here, guys, that just after I scraped the last one would have been a distraction in my opinion. So I'm just making my sides pretty and letting it flow together so it looks like a cohesive painting. There's just one little area right here that I'm kind of nervous to try to get, but I'm gonna try it. The edge here has a lot of color on it. See, that's why I was nervous. All right, let's get our stick. We're just gonna, boop. There we go. No stress, no need to worry. I'd actually like to see that a little less color there. See if we can scrape some of that off and then replace it with a little bit of white. There. I think we are done. So thanks so much, guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Have you tried this technique? Is there something you think I should have done differently or that you've done differently before and it worked better for you? Let me know. I've got to come up with a name for this one too. So if you're looking at this and going, oh, Joy, the name is obviously this, put that in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. I think it looks very floral, but I don't have a name that's come to mind. So I will take you guys in for a close-up. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. All right, guys, here for your close-up. The lighting in this room today is not great, and I have to say the colors in this piece are so much more vivid than what it looks like in the video. So I'll try to get some better pictures once I can get this in better lighting and post that at the end of this video. So here we go. I'm going to take you to my favorite section first. And you can see as I get closer, it's a little more accurate on the colors. So pretty, all that lacing in there. Got a little muddy over here, but I think there's enough detail in the piece that a little bit of muddiness is okay. If you really didn't like those parts, you could scrape them off or take them off with a paper towel and then add some more color in. But I'm happy with this one. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me.